Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a while. We were off last week. Poker Guy, how are you doing, man?
I'm terrible, dude. Fucking, I hate video games. Video games are dead to me. I'm fucking done playing them. I feel like everybody is more Asian than I am. I keep getting my fucking ass kicked. And I'm pissed and I'm irritable.
It's crazy because you're a better video game player than I am. When I play solo, I feel like I get to play with all the other rookies. And when I have to play with you, it sucks. People are sweaty palming it. Not good. Apex Legends, it's kicking our ass. And that's honestly part of the reason we didn't get a podcast last week, because we played for like 4
like
hours.
8 hours. Like 8 hours.
For a long time. And then Mrs. Fever was like, are you fucking assholes going to podcast too, or are you done for the day? And I was like, I think I'm done for the day.
At that point, you need to recharge. That's way too much.
I would rather spend this lovely Sunday afternoon with you.
Watching Game of Thrones. You got to watch up on that, catch up on the GOT.
True. We got Game of Thrones tonight, everybody. We're taping this on Sunday, April, 16th, 15th, something like that. And Game of Thrones Season 8, the finale.
Are we doing predictions? Let's do some predictions real quick. Let's do some GOT predictions.
Shit. All right. Let's go with a couple. All right. This is out of the box. Tiger's back, baby. Don't think we're not getting to that. He's back, baby. But Game of Thrones. I think that White Walker wins. The dead rule all, and that's it. It's all for nothing.
The dragons are definitely dying. I think.
Yeah, they're all gonna die. Everybody dies.
Daenerys and Jon Snow. One of those two are gonna die. Arya will probably live because she's fun and quirky and she's strong. Personality. She'll live. I like her though.
She's going to be running a multi-level marketing scheme at some point in her mid-30s when she
trying to sell me lipstick
loses
and
her
shit.
Fastball with that little pointy sword. But anyhow.
But yeah, no, you're right. I think most people are going to die. And to be honest, I think they're going to ruin the ending. I think the ending's going to be some dumb shit like where the kid in the wheelchair, Bran, is going to zoom in on his eyeball and it's going to be like, it was all a dream. And then he has the chance to change the future and it's going to zoom in on his eyeball and then it's going to be one of those like weird fucking, it's going to be like the Matrix Revolutions pretty much.
No, nothing can be that bad. Friends with the Machines, are you fucking
Friends
kidding me?
with the White Walkers.
Friends with the fucking White Walkers? Is that what we're doing? No, they're out there shaking. Jon Snow's out there parlaying with the Night King. Get the fuck out of here.
To join forces to battle Cersei.
That's siblings level shit right there, okay? That's garbage. It's
trash.
Like
that's some Cloud Atlas shit. You know what I mean?
That's some Cloud Atlas bullshit going on right there. He's fucking lost it. All right, so let's go ahead. We're getting ready for that Game of Thrones. We know as little about Game of Thrones as Poker Guy does about sports. We're gonna talk about it anyway. Tiger's back, baby. He's fucking back. He won the Masters today. Oh my God. The only thing I could think of was Tiger, put your hat back on, because he's bald as fuck. He's bald as I am. Like, he won, and he was like, his hat is like waving his hat around. I was like, Tiger, you look terrible, dude. Put your fucking hat back on or shave that head. Make a choice. Make a choice, dude. But no, that was tremendous. I watched at least a good hour and a half of the Masters this week, so feel pretty authoritative on reporting on it. But I turned the TV on, and he was on the 12th hole. And he was tied for the lead, and I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. I've been following it. I can't sit down and watch 20 hours of golf. I don't know. I can't do that. Even as it was, I had to TiVo through it. I was like, oh, you don't have a red shirt on? I'm not gonna watch you do whatever the fuck it is you're doing.
Let me ask you a question real quick about Tiger. Yeah. Is he still with Nike or no?
He's still with Nike. I think they scaled back a lot of stuff they do with him. But, it was a bit of a storm to weather there at a certain point. Like when his wife was fucking putting golf clubs through the back of his SUV window and he was getting pulled over for crushing Vicodin and jamming him up his nose. But
and leaving cryptic voicemails on people's voicemails. Like, hey, delete the last text. Like, delete my phone number. That was the kind of sketchy part,
Just yeah. It's this is not, and also this is not Tiger.
That's a killer comeback story though. From what I understand, 5 knee surgeries, 5 back surgeries, and it's been like 10 years or something.
Tons of surgeries, tons of ups and personal ups and downs. And for every old guy that's ever lost his fastball, this is a win for them. And it feels good. It felt like 2005 again. Can't fucking believe it. Yeah, can't believe it. He's got 15 now. He's got 15 of these things. Not 15 Masters, but 15 majors. And, you know, Jack's got 18. He's got the record. Who knows if he gets there? I don't really give a shit. He's back. He made it back. He made magic again today. He almost fucking holed out on 16. It was tremendous. It was tremendous for everybody that loves golf. That's not me. I'm sure they enjoyed it, but for everyone that just fucking loves Tiger Woods for really no reason, and he's the only reason that you're tuning in to watch a golf tournament, well, he gave you a reason to tune in today.
That's
It's
awesome.
fucking spectacular.
I don't know shit about sports, let alone golf, but I cannot wait to watch the 30 for 30 like YouTube shit. I can't wait to watch that because you know that's gonna be fucking fire.
I mean, this is a movie right here. I mean,
Yeah,
that's got a movie
yeah.
written all over it.
Starring what's that dude's name? Kurt Russell as Tiger Woods.
Yeah, definitely Kurt Russell in blackface as Tiger Woods. It's going to be controversial. I think Jordan Peele's going to direct. It'll have a little bit of a horror twist to it, and a lot of subtext on gender and race rights in America. So
That's
it's
awesome.
It's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy.
I'd watch that shit.
Yeah,
I'd
get your
definitely
fucking
watch that shit.
Fandango apps fired up, people, because we're heading to movie theaters to see that shit. All right. Here's another thing straight out of the movies. Magic Johnson. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? He quit. He pulled the Forrest Gump. That scene where Forrest is running along the highway, those people behind him, turns back and is like, I'm fucking going home.
Let me ask you a question. Did he
I'm done with
quit?
this. I'm going home.
Did he quit or was that
quit.
one of those like he was like, you know, he's been let go kind of things? How about you quit with dignity kind of thing?
No, it wasn't this is a straight up bamboozling. He stabbed everybody in the back and then walked right out the door. That's what Magic does, though. Like, that's Magic. Like, Magic, what he does is he just quits shit and he smiles and he's like, I'm Magic Shimona.
He's got
And
a
then
dope
he just
smile, though.
goes on about his life.
Got a dope smile. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What
He
are you
gets
gonna do?
away with it because we like Magic. Magic's good at being Magic. That's what Magic likes to do. Nobody loves Magic more than Magic. There's lots of people that love Magic, but nobody more than Magic himself. And he loves being Magic.
I don't know.
So he's going to go be Magic. And that doesn't include, you know, whatever the fuck LeBron James is doing these days. I don't know what LeBron's doing, but he's going to be doing it without Luke Walton. Luke Walton got fired. And that was one of the things with Magic, with that weird-ass press conference that had, like, I honestly think that he just, like, pulled in the parking garage and was like, you know what, man? This is fucking it. This is it.
What do you mean? What press conference was there? Was that when he was trying to sign AD? Is that the one? When
No, it's the one he just had when he quit.
Oh,
'Cause
I
he's
didn't even know he did that. I thought he did one of those like tweets where he was like, "I'm out, bitch," and then that
No,
was
he
it.
basically just like walked in the building and he's like, yeah, how many fucking cameras we got here? 10 of them? 10 of them is enough. All right, come here. I retire. He's like Michael Scott. He's like, I declare bankruptcy. Like, that's how fucking official his retirement was.
So
this
he
is
was
like
pissed
on
then.
level with a Bill Belichick, write this shit on a napkin, fuck you, retirement. It was
That's awesome,
ridiculous. But good for Magic. He doesn't give a fuck. No one's gonna remember this. They're gonna fucking forget all about it. He's gonna show up at the games. He's gonna do like a fucking bounce pass to LeBron. Who's gonna dunk it. Everyone's gonna cheer.
The Lakers is a fucking shit show. It's just fucking retarded. Excuse me, retarded. It's stupid.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't give a shit what happens with the Lakers. There are very few that do outside of the Los Angeles
Let
area.
me ask you a question.
these
Do
days.
you think that he fucked the Lakers, or do you think that he didn't? Because if you bring, all right, so you bring LeBron to the team, all your resources go to hiring this like aged 35-year-old balding guy, and he's not as good as he used to be. Like that kind of ruins the future. So like he pretty much fucked the Lakers, right?
I don't think getting LeBron is fucking the Lakers. Whether it works out exactly as you want to, that's one thing. But I don't think getting LeBron, I don't think you can say that getting LeBron, who's still a top 5 player, I don't think you can call that fucking the Lakers. So I would disagree there. He's done a lot of other things that are stupid, like trading D'Angelo Russell for like peanuts and, you know, like a MyPillow. And that was just, you know, it was amongst his many mistakes. Lonzo Ball sucks dick. We all realize that, right? Like, fucking sucks for Lonzo. I mean, maybe Lonzo sucks at basketball because his whole life sucks. Like, I mean, his dad like stole all his money. His dad and his buddy basically stole all his money. And
yeah, they're all pissed about that, huh?
They make they've made like 19 shitty shoes that no one can fucking get. The idiots that actually ordered them, no one can actually get them to put on their dumbass feet, which is probably a good thing. And they stole all that money, and then he has to fucking be the guy that LeBron looks at. It's like, dude, you suck. Like, you suck. You suck at work. Your life sucks outside of here. So I wouldn't want to be Lonzo Ball right now. Not good for him. Not good.
Well, fuck LeBron. Honestly, I'm done with LeBron. I'm sick of LeBron.
Fuck LeBron. All right, cool.
You know, in conclusion, fuck LeBron.
Fuck LeBron. Let's go ahead. Let's move on. All right, poker guy. Let's talk NBA. It's the NBA playoffs.
All right.
All right. So here's
what do you want to know?
Here's a little quiz for you. I want to know if you've been keeping track of any of this. So what I want from you here.
Okay.
I want you to give me the. So they just started these matchups yesterday and today.
All right.
All right. So give me the playoff teams. Would you pick a? All right. We'll each pick a conference. You pick your conference, the one that you're more comfortable with.
I'm comfortable with the Western Conference.
That's good. I was pretty sure you were going to take that.
The East is weird this year though, because the Cavs are face down in the gutter somewhere. The Hawks, which are always in the playoffs, kind of are dead. Wizards are out. It's just the East is totally different than what was last year. It's weird. I mean, for God's sakes, the Magic are in. You know.
All right. All right. So who's playing in the West? Let me see if you can name these series.
Obviously, the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, who are they playing?
And they're playing the Clippers, as I know that because Katie and Patrick Beverly have been like making out in the court and trying to fuck each other. Yep. Mm-hmm. I like the Spurs. I know the Spurs have been playing the Nuggets because the Spurs won a game, and Greg Popovich. Yep. He's won the most playoff games of any coach. There you go. Holla at me.
Boom! Damn.
I got OKC and the Trailblazers. I know that because before we started the pod, I see that they were playing and it was tied at like 96 to 94 or some shit. So you know that. Boom! There you go. And then the other two. Let me see here. Let me think for a second. It's an obvious one. Who am I missing? So the Rockets. The Rockets. They're playing I
fucking don't even know who they're playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, we got 7 out of 8, man. That's pretty solid.
I like I'm pretty good with the NBA playoffs. I like watching those games.
They're playing the Jazz. The Rockets are playing the Jazz.
Okay. So is Rudy Gobert? Yeah, Rudy Gobert's in this year, right? He's not out.
Yeah, I think he's playing. So that's pretty solid on your part. I'll be damned.
I like the NBA playoffs. Don't doubt me. Don't you dare doubt me.
I thought you do. All right. So you got Bucks Pistons, 1-8. Fuck. I know Philly lost to who? Brooklyn. Yeah. Philly lost to Brooklyn.
Well, okay. So here's another one.
The Celtics are playing the Pacers. And then we've got.
This is an easy one. This one's easy.
Who else is good in the East?
It's actually a team.
Who's a 2 seed? Fuck.
It's easy. Think about it for a second. You got it. They played a really terrible team from a really shitty state that rhymes with Florida.
Oh, shit. Oh, Orlando is playing somebody.
They beat
Toronto.
Team. Yeah,
that's who it is. They're not American. That's why I couldn't fucking put them in there. Mm-hmm. Dumbasses. Yeah, I hope they lose.
Fucking nerds.
Fucking Canadian nerds. You know, fucking play basketball. It's too much winter up there.
I don't like
basketball that much winter.
I don't like the Raptors this year because they got rid of DeRozan and they just like shipped him off to San Antonio and they got rid of the friendship that was DeRozan Lowry. They had this cool little bond and they got rid of it.
And they fucking broke it up just before Bad Boys 3 came out. They could have went to the theater together, dude. They would have had such a good time.
They would have had so much fun, dude. That was like the ultimate bromance. And then you get Kawhi Leonard, who may or may not be a fucking robot. And dude, this dude has no personality.
Kyle Lowry, you're not going to Bad Boys 3 with fucking Kawhi Leonard. No way.
No way.
He's going to ruin the movie for you. I don't know how. I guarantee Kawhi Leonard ruins half the fucking movies he goes to.
He's the type of guy that he's like sitting next to you and you're like, oh my God, that was so fun. You look over and he's on his phone. Like just
he's
pissed,
on his
phone,
like, and he's 6'7", and his hands, he could pick you up with one fucking hand and throw you out of your seat. So it's like, what the hell are you going to do?
Well, nothing. He's too busy playing fucking Candy Crush and he's pissed off that he's there. He'd rather be at home playing Candy Crush at home. Fuck you, Kawhi Leonard. Fuck you.
Fuck you, bro. All right, so we're talking Kawhi Leonard, a movie theater. That's a natural transition out of sports and into the new Star Wars movie.
Oh,
I haven't seen the trailer.
Nice.
I saw. Yeah, that's boom. That's
a good segue, bro. Let me give you that fucking digital high five. That's a good
That's
one.
a Paul Blart fucking level segue right there. That's the sort of shit that will stop a mall robbery. That's good stuff. So, the new Star Wars trailer is out for Episode 9, I think. I can't. These Star Wars
Super
things
gay.
are one.
They're super gay.
Oh man, they're one movie short of being a Marvel series. I don't get overwhelmed with this shit. It's too much.
Yeah.
Episode 9's coming out. That's the
Is it
end of this.
9?
What's that?
369. Yeah, it is episode 9.
Yeah, 9. And I haven't seen the trailer yet. Apparently, it looks pretty stupid.
I saw the trailer, but I've had so much like Star Wars burnout that I like just took my mouse and just fast forwarded through the whole trailer, and then I caught the very end of it. It's got like the Emperor, our beloved Emperor, who like Palpatine, like the guy who shoots laser beams out of his fingers. That guy, he's back because he like giggled in the trailer, which pissed me off because that's like Disney apologizing to me, like, "Ooh, I know you like this storyline, so why don't you guys enjoy this little like throwback?" Oh, and they had who's the black dude from Return of the Jedi? Han Solo's like brother.
Lando Calrissian.
That guy, he's there and he's smiling and giggling. So it's another one of those
So you
remember
got a
berries
big
kind
D.
of
Williams
things.
sighting somewhere in that
Yeah,
trailer.
but
Okay.
they're doing that thing where it's like they're not really worrying about the quality of the story. They're just kind of throwing shit in like and you know
They're trying to just
sparkly.
go Ocean's 13 on it. And they're like,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Just fucking get Brad Pitt back in the fucking movie. Like, I don't care if it doesn't make any sense. He's got to be in it. All right, we need a part for Matt Damon. Matt Damon. We need a part for him. Matt
I don't know. It's
Damon.
stupid. The new Star Wars movies are stupid. They're like money grabs. I'm fucking annoyed. And everybody, me and my conspiracy theory hat, every time I go to the comment section of these fucking trailers, I always see the same thing. I always see people saying like, "Oh, this looks dope," or "Oh, the last one looked stupid, but this new one looks dope." And it's like,
thank you, Sony executive, for that ringing endorsement of this movie
Yeah.
that's coming up.
yeah, it's like everybody understands that the general public hated the last one. The last one was super gay. Hated that one, but now everybody's like optimistic about the new one. It's like nobody that I've spoken to in real life is
That
excited
didn't
about
work.
Star Wars. You know
That
what I
didn't
mean?
work for The Matrix. So I know we just hit on that, but that didn't work for The Matrix. Like,
What do you mean?
Second Matrix was fucking stupid. There were a couple cool scenes in it.
It was a
but
good
at the end of it,
battle scene
you're
at
just-
the end.
At the
It was
end
a
of
good
it, you're
battle
just kind of
scene.
scratching your head, and you're thinking, all right, where the fuck is this going?
Yeah.
Are they going to get this thing back on the rails here and bring it into the station? Or are they going to crash it into a no man's land where the fucking men and the robots reach a truce to kill a fucking computer virus? Like, this is bullshit.
It's fucking stupid. But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's such an opportunistic like cash grab. Like I get it. Like if I'm an executive, I'm gonna try to shove as much dumb shit like into the movie so it could sell toys. I get it. That's what I would
Yeah.
do. Because kids don't give a fuck about the storyline. They're just like, oh cool, let me just buy more R2D2 like two-headed dildos or whatever the fuck kids buy.
No, I mean, yeah, if I work for Fox, I've already greenlit the next 4 Transformers movies, and I'm rolling Bumblebee vibrators off the off the fucking assembly lines in China, and people are gonna be just diddling themselves to Bumblebee all winter long. And then Mark Wahlberg's gonna come out. I'll put Mark Wahlberg's picture on the fucking like cover of that thing. Ladies will be all over it.
Yeah.
Right? They'll be all over it.
Mark Wahlberg approved Bumblebee tampons. They're super sick, super absorbent.
They're very absorbent, comfortable, everything you want for that particular accoutrement in your life. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to out merchandise Disney. I'm going to do that.
I feel like it's not that hard. I feel like it's not hard.
It's not.
It's
That's
just
where the real money's at. George Lucas knew that. That's how he's got his money.
well, it's well, that's a good transition here. Like the new movies that are coming out because Disney owns Star Wars, right? So you have Disney's coming out with a bunch of movies and they're all live action. They're all fucking stupid. You have the new Star Wars, which on a scale of 1 to 10, it's super mega stupid at a 10. You have the new Aladdin movie, which is a 10 in terms of stupid. You have
That's
the new
a 10 out of 10. The new Lion King,
Garbage.
9 out of 10 stupid.
That's a 10 out of 10. You got Seth Rogen is like the quirky, fun pig, and then like it's stupid. Why can't you guys make a new movie? What's next? Mulan, like the Mulan fucking Redux Edition 2K20.
Yeah,
it's
but
fucking CGI
but
dragon.
She's really into trap music and just as like maybe got some just issues growing up, and that's
well,
really...
actually, the Chinese did invent plugs, so her plugs and her gauges were actually accurate historically. So totally normal, totally cool.
Those are from the Zhang Dynasty.
It's from the Ming Dynasty,
BC.
Actually, the Ming Dynasty.
From the Wang, the Wang Dynasty. There's a Wang Dynasty in there somewhere. You know it. You know there's a Wang Dynasty in there somewhere.
There definitely isn't a Hung Dynasty though, right, fellas? But dude, movies fucking suck now. And then you got the new Joker movie. Did you see the trailer for the Joaquin Phoenix?
I did. I'm actually kind of stoked for that.
Really?
I like the Joker.
Come on, like. You can't do another villain. There isn't like more villains than the Joker.
There's really not. I mean, I don't really care. Like I said, give me the Joker dildo, and even the Joker. Here's what I want. I want a Joker gimp mask where it's fucking painted with the Joker face on there, and then it's got an attached dildo on the chin. It's got a chindo Joker mask. Fucking get the people in Beijing on that and get them coming off the line. Get them packaged up. I want those in Adam and Eve stores by the end of the week. Do you understand me?
Are you listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? Look, I'm okay with a Joker butt plug, but I'm just saying, can you throw in like a Riddler butt plug or like the Penguin fucking strap on? Just mix it up is all I'm saying. Mix it up.
At this point, you could have a whole series of Joker butt plugs.
I'm just saying, like mix up the fucking movie.
Different gauges of them. One, the original, you got Jack Nicholson. Or you could even have the fucking old TV guy, a very comical TV guy. He's the original. You got Nicholson, and then... I don't know. You got to wait till the movie comes out to see, I guess, which one you'd want the biggest plug to be. you got to see what
you're talking like a true fucking executive, bro. Like a true executive.
Because, I mean, Ledger, I mean, that thing's opening people up. Like,
yeah, that's selling.
So you got to see. I mean, Phoenix is going to have to do something legendary to get. I mean, if Phoenix acts fucking any better than Ledger did, that variety pack is going to turn you into the Goatsy man. Like, that's what's going to happen. So stay away from that.
Proctology residencies are going to go through the roof. There's going to be a lot of fucking openings.
Those proctologists better hope this movie sucks. Otherwise, you're in for a long summer, man. A long fucking summer. Yeah, you can go ahead and just leave your boat in the shed, brother, because you ain't gonna be able to make it all this summer. You're gonna just be busy. All right, let's go. And then we didn't talk about How High too. We want to talk about proctology.
It's just another fucking movie.
That's a turd. I didn't realize. So you gotta explain that to me. What is How High?
All right. So we remember How High with Method Man and Redman.
Yeah, I remember that.
What do you remember of that movie? What do you remember of that movie?
I mean, it was basically like a very forgettable version of Friday.
Wow.
Is what I would call it.
Those are fighting words. But okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It was kind of the same thing. I agree. But it had some good moments. It had the Asian dude. I got 2 inches of hot dick. And then the hooker's like, I'll work with you, baby. And then you got what's the dude's name? The one comedian, not Kevin Hart, the other guy, puts powder on his hand and he fucking antiques people in the face. Pimp slaps people. You got Ivy with the dreads, and she's like, I just got hair extensions, and she's like, where? Between your eyes? Looks like you got something growing between your face. Come on. Got some good ones in there. You got some good ones. So How High is a classic. Don't change it. Don't fucking touch it. And now they got a new one coming out, How High 2. And How High 2 is like the new one. And I don't know, it just looks fucking weak. But it goes back to what I'm saying is that they're not even fucking... Okay, they're not even getting creative.
They're doing a Dumb and Dumber on How High. But
it's not even the same thing. It's like they're taking actors that are just like, they're not even putting in Jim Carrey and the other dude. It's just whack.
So they're doing a Dumb and Dumber. Because I remember Dumb and Dumber, they had the prequel that was not them, and that sucked. And then they had the sequel which I haven't seen the prequel or the sequel. Thank God. Inshallah, those will not cross my eyes before I leave this earth.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, God wills it.
Whatever the preview was, whatever the prequel was when it was different actors, they're doing that with How High too.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Stupid.
The world doesn't need that.
No. You guys can't come up with some new shit, you know?
Come on, man. Our hearts are heavy enough. Our hearts are heavy enough over the loss of Nipsey Hussle. So I'll be honest, I had no fucking idea who Nipsey Hussle was until he was recently killed. But apparently he's a good guy. I guess it's a bad thing he's not around anymore. But
so
I've never seen anything where like I never heard of somebody before, and then all of a sudden they got killed, and then I heard of them so much.
People are pissed. People are pissed because it's one of those things. I guess in the black community, there's a lot of hate. You know, Bloods, Crips, not the Latin Kings. We stay out of that firing range.
You stay clear of that.
We stay clear.
What about those MS-13 folks? Those are not good people.
Well, we don't like them. Only there's other stinky El Salvadorians. No offense, okay, you guys got good waves. You guys got good waves, but goddamn, you guys stink. You guys stink. Good waves. Anyways, what's it called? Yeah. So there's a lot of violence, and so this guy was bringing the community together, and yeah, now that's over. I guess from what I understand, he was assassinated, or it's kind of sketchy death. It's kind of weird. Obama's sad. Rock Nation's sad. Staples Center's pissed. CNNBC is pissed. Everybody's pissed about it. So I don't know what this guy did before, but from what I understand, he was giving back to the community a lot.
Robert Kraft's probably fucking furious. Like, he's pissed. Everyone's pissed.
Robert Kraft has other things to worry about other than
That's true.
Nipsey Hussle.
His lawyers are fucking getting after it. Old Ronnie Job update. His lawyers are getting after it.
What's the update?
They're given no room to breathe when it comes to they're coming after the inadmissibility of these video things. And I
want to watch them.
I know you do.
I want to watch.
I know you do. But let me ask you this. This is you personally. You got two links you can click on.
Okay.
One of them is they're both not safe for work. One of them is a video, but it's got a little bit of blurring. The other one's a video. It's got no blurring. Which one are you clicking on?
What do you mean? Like I have the option to choose a blurry video or a non-blurry video?
It's the Ronnie Job video.
Oh, I'm going non-blurry. I'm going non-blurry.
One of them's like an Asian porn video, and then the other one's like a regular American porn video.
Oh, I want to see it all. I want to see no pixels getting in the way. I want to see 4K HD 1080p. I want zoom in. I want it all. I want to see it all, dude.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna click on that same video.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like
why not? Why not?
It's like watching those videos on YouTube where you see like the lions eating like a baby gazelle and you just can't look away. Yeah. It's one of those things. You just can't stop watching it.
It's like, oh, crocodile gets antelope. All right, if I turn away right now, I know what I'm not gonna see, but I'm not gonna do that right now.
I think we're all on the same page. We're not homosexuals, okay? But
no.
God damn it.
I'm not saying that I want to see his dick. I'm just saying if I got the choice between seeing his dick and not seeing his dick, I'm going to see his dick. Yeah. I don't know how to say that any more clearly than that. All right? Jeez, what's so weird about that, everybody?
It's okay, so this is funny as hell because I just looked up his name on the news, and one of his lawyers says that Robert Kraft's lawyer argues against the release of the video in the prostitution case because it is, quote, basically pornography, and there's no need for that video to be released.
Yeah, nobody benefits. No one in the world needs to be jerking off to that. That's where there's somebody gonna jerk off to that.
I mean, it depends on who knows, man? He might be, this might be basically pornography. We all love porn. It could be something. It could be something we could jerk off to. I mean,
what if he's just swinging a monster dong and she's getting after it, and it seems like it's not the terrible, horrible situation that it is?
What if it's just one of those videos? It's consensual. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? How old are you? Oh, cool, you went to Arizona State. Neat, cool. Yeah. One of those things where like...
How long have you been in LA? Uh-huh. And you've been waitressing at Bennigan's for how long? Uh-huh. Yeah.
And you want to be a medical doctor? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I get it. It's hard to get auditions. It's tough breaking into the business. But let's go ahead and
If that's the case, I could probably jerk off to it. That's all I'm saying. I could probably make it happen. That's all I'm saying.
Here's what I'd be arguing if I were one of his lawyers. I'd be like, all right, here's the deal. Like, you guys are trying to argue that this is a horrible sex trade sort of thing. So why would you release this video and glorify that and bring everyone's eyeballs to it? It seems irresponsible of you as a public servant to even entertain that idea. Right?
That's bullshit.
Boom.
That's fucking stupid.
Boom. Dropping. Yeah. I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's going to glorify the sex trade. So you can't show this old man's dick out in public. You can't do that.
I don't.
Because it's a glorious thing.
You are a wordsmith right there. That's open and shut case right there.
Boom. Seal the videos. Seal the videos off. Robert admits nothing wrong. He pays a $300 fine. And then he also gets to keep those videos.
He did get a standing ovation. So the people love him. The people want to see it, but not to humiliate him. They want to join in on the fun because they were clapping for him. They gave him a standing ovation at that Celtics playoff game. So,
he was there?
Yeah, so they announced him, they introduced him, and people love him. People want more Robert Kraft.
People want more Robert Kraft in their life. I can get that. I can see that.
Let's be honest, dude. We all have fucking ADD on some level. So if you see that video, you're gonna be like, nice, and you're gonna go on to the next video.
all I'm saying is that I'm of the opinion that the jury might have been wrong and OJ may be guilty of those crimes in the late 90s, right? But then sometimes you see pictures like OJ at a party, and it's like you almost forget, like you forget where you're like, oh my God, look, it's OJ, and you think of OJ like in Leslie Nielsen in The Naked Gun. You're like, hey, that's Nordberg. You don't think, oh, that's a brutal knife killer. You don't think that. You forget about that. So it's easy to see how people would forget about, oh, that's not Rob Kraft, tug job recipient. That's Rob Kraft, 6-time Super Bowl champion.
Well, let me ask you a question. So they got a good reception here in Boston, right? Let's say how funny would it be if he went to Miami? I know the Miami Heat aren't in the playoffs, but how funny would that be if he goes to Miami and when he goes there, people are just fucking booing him? Boo! You know?
What I wish is that they had some sort of college game day type atmosphere for the NFL. Because whenever the Patriots would show up somewhere, there'd be some killer Rob Kraft signs.
Yeah,
there'd be mega good Rob Kraft signs.
Yeah, they'd all be dick-shaped, like a dick-shaped sign.
They'd all be very subtle. What I would do is I would get like 10 different people to each smuggle in a somewhat benign-looking sign.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Combine
we hook them up. We hook them up. It's like fucking Voltron, dude. Would turn into a giant cat. Would say giant cat or turn into a giant dick, and I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be dick related, and it's going to sneak past the ESPN censors for just long enough to get on the internet.
Well, here's a good one. You bring the one that's like a giant letter 8, you know, and be like, we won 8 championships, you know. So that's obviously that's the balls. And then we'll get 2 guys to bring in like just elongated.
Or it could be,
squares.
We miss you, Rob Gronkowski, 87. Boom.
Right. Okay.
I got an 8 in there. There's tons of ways to get an 8 in there.
Right.
Boom.
And then
I
you
got
get
the 8.
The
I got the 8.
The 8's in. The 2 long, you know, because you're obviously it's got to be a longer one to get attention. You got to get the 2 flesh-colored rectangles. Those are easy. Put whatever you want on there, and you get the D in there. You know, D for defense. We love defense. Like whatever. Yeah. Flesh-colored D's though.
He's bringing a D and a fence in. Boom, got it.
Why is that fence flesh-colored? Don't worry about it. You know.
No. Well, you just put a fake skin on it. You know that you can peel off. All right, and it's like you just pull it off.
And then that's easy. Then you got the dick, and then at that point you can get as creative as you want as far as what you want.
You just meet in the middle, assemble, and then you have a second crew who's got something else that they're on the other end of it, and then you're gonna walk towards each other, and the dick's gonna fuck something. Whatever those other guys have.
What are you saying on that sign though? On that, what's the message you're putting? Are you putting out Robert Kraft is guilty or he's innocent? Are you putting out $70 hand job ? Like what are you putting on that sign? I'm cheering for the man. I want something for Robert Kraft.
That's what I'm saying. Like we stand with Robert or something. You know, I stand with Robbie.
Firm like with Robert. Stand firm.
We stand firmly with Robert.
Hard.
Or what you could do instead of the dick like fucking something, you could erect it and then as it erected, then it would reveal that sort of we stand firmly with Robert.
Or just have it say freedom. Freedom. Just freedom. With Robert Kraft's face on like some, on Mel Gibson's body with like the Celtic skirt, freedom.
You could bring in a giant milk jug with Robert Kraft and Meek Mills fucking combined pictures on them. Free Meek, free Bobby.
You can get as creative as you want, but yeah, that's
as creative as you want.
Hey, I'm telling you, if you guys that are listening, if you guys want to participate in some goofy shit like that, maybe, who knows, maybe Boston College is going to play fucking Florida State, BC, Florida State ACC matchup of the century. There's going to be playing in Boston. I say we make a trip and we get on front page. Who knows?
That's what we do. Done. It can be done. There's any number of ways to get on the front page of a lot.
What happens though if you're doing that? Like, do you get sucker punched by security? Do you get like what happens? Dude? What happens?
At a certain point in time, you're definitely in a holding cell. Like, you're definitely in a holding cell.
What happened to Bobby? Where's Bobby?
Unless you got a getaway plan, right? Because here's the other thing that you could do is you could make it. You could just make it so like you are incriminating other people. You could say, "Hey, could you do me a favor real quick? Could you hold this sign for me for 1 second while I tie my shoe?" And then as soon as you get the signs like basically in formation, then everyone kind of finds some sucker to pass it off on, and then just walk out of there. I don't know. There's any number of ways. You can Tom Cruise fucking pull a mask off yourself. You could get out of there if you wanted to. You're not breaking into, you're not an Uber driver breaking into some dude's house right after you drop him off. But let's go ahead. Let's get into Fall of Rome here.
So to the listeners that we got some new listeners, I know we do. Fall of Rome segment is where we talk about the fall of Rome, America's decline. Some say the entire podcast is a Fall of Rome segment.
It's an example of the lack of education and
just an example of how terrible the United States public education system is. But we have fun with it. We enjoy it. And so this is the Fall of Rome. And I don't know what you want to start with. You want to start with the Uber driver guy? Or you want to start with the Ouchies Award? The Ouchies Award.
The Ouchies Award. So Poker Guy's got a couple ideas for some new awards to give out. I guess it's a matter of policy. Probably
we're brainstorming
both of them.
We're brainstorming.
So he's asking questions, looking for ideas. And this is what we're gonna call the Ouchie Award. So he's gonna send me a video of something terrible happening to somebody, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna react to it. So
let me see. Let me copy it, and then let me send it. All right,
I already got the link here.
All right.
So this unfortunate person's name will go unnoticed. Her name's Sam. We'll call her Sam. She is a 5 foot tall gymnastics senior at the University of Auburn, competing the floor exercises. And the title of the video at worldstarhiphop.com is Ouch. If that's inspiration for the Ouchies. Auburn gymnast breaks both legs during her routine. It's got a warning on it. It's got a warning, and the warning says that it's graphic. All right, does it need the warning at that point after that description where she breaks both of her legs?
This is just case in point in the Fall of Rome. We still click on it.
All right, we're gonna click on it. It's 24 seconds long. I'm gonna let her rip here. All right.
I clicked on it.
So she's dialing up into one of those corner things, getting in that little mini circle. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
She's going into it. Flip. Oh, holy fuck.
Look at her ankle.
Fuck.
Look at her ankle.
Fuck.
You see her ankle?
Oh, it looks like her ankle came down awkwardly, the announcer says. Looks like, no, sir. Oh my God. So that I would say that video is as described. If I were going to describe it to you, whoever titled it did a good job titling that video.
Look at the first comment on the World Star Hip Hop.
So I'm gonna give this a watchability rating of it's like a 6. You can get through it. Like 10 is like terrorists doing bad things with people's heads.
Don't watch it. It's just some chick. She does a front flip, pops her knees. Her knees go backwards. Now she looks like a T-Rex.
It's not supposed to. Jesus Christ. So Donkey of the Day has some interesting fucking. I don't even want to say that out loud. We're saying other shit out loud, but
we're not gonna read that. That's
read that. It's Bill Cosby related. So I'll let you fill. I'll let everybody else fill in the blanks on that one. God. Okay. So here we got a young lady who's been desperately crippled, and we're gonna throw a Bill Cosby joke out there. Hey, that's aggressive.
That's why it's called the comment section.
That's why it's World Star, man. That's why it's World Star. There are no rules.
Well, there it is. There's your first ouchie video.
There it is. There's your first ouchies.
Hope you enjoyed the ouchies. That was a good one. That was funny.
Yeah.
Nice
all
and
right.
quick.
So I'll watch another one next week. I did not enjoy that.
May or may not be, get a return. But.
Yeah, that was it. I kind of took a little bit of the fucking momentum out of my brain.
All right, so that was one of the awards that were kind of mulling over. We had a couple of awards over the history. We had the applesauce award given to an NFL player that got his ass kicked.
Most likely to be eating applesauce for the next week and or eternity.
We had a couple good ones too, man. I can't think of them off the top of my head. We had some good ones. And this is I wanted this one. It's controversial. Bobby Fever laughed at it, but
so
I have a feeling Mrs. Fever may not like this award. Just because of the name, not because of who gets the award, just because the name may hurt somebody's feelings. And it's called the Hoe of the Week award. So
you're trying to give out a Hoe of the Week award.
Well,
that's what you threw out there. All right. So then we were like, all right, let's hit the pause button here because this is a conversation to be had because I don't really understand this award.
I came up with it because I saw that Jeff Bezos' wife finalized her divorce and she got a $35 billion worth of Amazon stock, which I thought was a little shitty and a little hoey. So okay. A little hoey. 35.6 billion.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't really know what she did as far as, implementing Amazon efficiency code.
Okay, so yeah. So you're going for a negative thing on this.
That was a negative one for me. Yeah. I didn't like this one. So she is nominated for my Hoe of the Week award, but your nominee might be a little better.
No. So I didn't understand it. I'm not gonna fucking talk about that. Not gonna talk about my potential nominee. I was trying to spin it. Does this maybe go in a positive direction? And do we do that? I don't want to disparage that person who I randomly nominated for the Week award.
I think you should.
They're a pop culture person. They're no one in my life. But I'm not gonna, so let's say it's Beyonce. So it wasn't Beyonce. So let's say Beyonce's had a new album that fucking sold 10 million units. Would that be?
She could get nominated. That's what I'm saying.
For this award.
Yes, this award is the most progressive award that we can offer to somebody because it doesn't see man or woman. It doesn't see genitalia. It doesn't see good or bad. Hoe is just a hoe. How, faggot doesn't necessarily mean a homosexual man. It could just mean, like that
the
guy.
South Park definition.
Right. That guy going 25 in an 80-mile-an-hour zone in the fast lane. That guy's a faggot and or a hoe. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know. I'm gonna mark the audio here and just see where this goes because it's going in a dark spot. So let's go ahead.
So we're not talking about your nominee. I think your nominee was a good one because that one's a good one. That could be a good one. All right.
So the Hoe of the Week. Jesus Christ. No. Just no. Just I don't see how it works. I don't see how it works. They're like, oh yeah, what are we gonna do? Mail that to somebody? And they're gonna be like, oh geez, thanks for this Hoe of the Week award. I really appreciate that. I really do.
I'm gonna hang this up in my bedroom. This is a good one.
Seth.
So I'm a big fan of the Hoe of the Week award. You don't have to comment on it, but I'm definitely gonna bring it up.
Well, I'll tell you what. So here's the deal. All right, so I'll make a nominee for Hoe of the Week. Then I'm gonna nominate Magic Johnson for Hoe of the Week.
Perfect.
Because he quit like a hoe.
Perfect.
And that's not the way to go out. So that's my nominee then.
See, Magic Johnson, that's a perfect one. He would actually trump Jeff Bezos' wife for the Hoe of the Week award because.
So all right, so our initial winner for Hoe of the Week, Magic Johnson.
Congratulations, Magic Johnson.
All right, congratulations, Magic.
Congratulations.
You're our first Hoe of the Week, and probably the last. I'm imagining.
No, it's gonna be a trend. We're gonna keep it going.
Probably the last. So I guess.
I'm excited for the next week's Hoe of the Week.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm excited.
I know you are. Let's do fish talk real quick here.
We got fish talk.
Yeah, so fish talk. both of the other fishes are still alive. The Death of Lucy video is gaining momentum on the black internet underground. It's quite popular. You're not going to need the toothpick. So here's the deal.
You know, I watched that before the pod. I watched that video as kind of like a little line of Coke almost, like a little pick me up.
It's 2 minutes of, stopping some pain and having a little bit of fun all at the same time.
Spoiler alert, he didn't need that toothpick.
Spoiler alert, when you see the armamentarium, it's not all needed. It turns out you just need the mallet. That's all you need for a fish that size.
Well, you also need some pretty sick IKEA furniture too,
Yeah, you do need that and something to protect it with. But let's go ahead. I want to get into this relationship advice.
Wait, so what happened? What happened with Fish Talk? It's just that's it?
That's it. They're alive. They seem to be. These ones seem to be thriving.
Are they getting along? Like, are they hanging out? Like, what are they, boys?
Yeah. Like, I mean, they both eat the flakes. They both eat the worms, and they both fucking shit all over each other and eat their own shit because they're disgusting creatures. And when the next one dies, it dies. I was just looking at it like I'm fucking Ivan Drago from Rocky IV. It dies, it dies. I don't care. I don't care about these fish.
This new fish, it sounds like you're really attached to it. Are you going to be willing to pay for this $6,000 surgery that could...
No. But I do have practical concerns. All right. I do have some practical concerns about the stun and stab on these fish once they reach like a certain size. Okay. Because it was all good. Lucy, too. I mean, you saw her. She was small. I mean, she was the size of like a $50
Failed to thrive.
Like that. Failed to thrive, got to rot. So it's like, she was, it was an easy little sort of deed to do. Right, but one of these things gets the size of like a tennis ball.
That thing is not going to get the size of a fucking tennis ball, dude. That thing's going to be dead in like 6 months, dude. That thing's going to be fucking dead. Face up.
I've seen them. They can get that big, like the size
stuck
of
in the filter, spinning around in circles, upside down, dude. That shit is not living.
Nemo number 4. What happened to you, dude?
Wait, is that Ricky or Lucy? I don't know. They look the same. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God, Ricky number 9. You were never virile. But no, like if they get to be like bigger, I get worried. Like I'm not gonna want to stun them on my sweet IKEA furniture. Like I'm gonna have to take them out to the garage and then stun and stab them in the garage.
Well, your big mistake, because you're just inherently weak. You should have gone double-handed. What you should have done is invested in like some type of like pot. Like what is a stand for a tripod? Like a tripod for your camera.
Oh.
And worn like some kind of weird Joker mask or V for Vendetta mask, and then just gone in.
Yeah, but would I wear the Heath Ledger Joker or
remains to be seen? Remains to be seen.
We'll see which Joker mask and which butt plug I'm wearing at the time. I'm fucking recording the video. God, I hope this Joaquin Phoenix is not as good.
I really do. It'll probably be the Heath Ledger one. Just probably the Heath Ledger
probably
vibrating butt plug.
Definitely not the Nicholson. That thing sucks. But no. So yeah, they're still hanging in there. So that's
Fish Talk. Thank God. Fish Talk. That's the end of Fish Talk. That's Fish Talk.
That's it. Fish Talk. I mean, that's all. That's how much to talk about. I didn't have to
That's
You know,
why I
they just-
love fish talk.
They
That's why I love
fucking
it.
swim around, man. They swim around, they don't do anything. And then you're like, are they going to die? I don't know. And then they die, and then you kill them and you buy a new one. That's what fish do. So, like, I mean, I get it. Like, I get, like, as a listener / in your thing, like, I don't care about the fish in there in my house, so I know you don't care about the fish. So it's like you just want them to die. So the fish talk is more interesting. And there's more videos of fish euthanasia. You know, like that's. So I know you're rooting against all the Rickies and the Lucys.
I just they're fucking fish, dude. Like they're at one point you guys are gonna travel to Texas to go see the Alamo or some shit. You guys are gonna put one of those fish things that feed them for a week. You're gonna come back. They're both gonna be upside down, spinning around in the filter. They're both gonna be dead. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
Dead. That's gonna be dead.
I will say that's a dope tank though. You guys got like the sickest tank.
Yeah, it looks even better. It looks even better now.
It's got like LED like colored lights and like it's like the IKEA furniture of like fish aquariums. It's sick.
It's so you'll see the other upgrades too at probably sometime in the near future.
Did you put a 311 sticker on the
I got a 311 amber sticker on the back of it, so it feels like the fish feel like they're at a 311 concert.
Nice.
So it's super sick for them.
Super sick.
Yeah, I just play Amber every morning at 8:00 to wake them up, feed them, get them going. They love it. They love it. They love it.
I love it. They'll be alive for another month here.
We'll see.
R.I.P.
We'll see.
Ricky.
R.I.P. Lucy 1. All right.
Ricky's holding it down. Lucy.
Original Ricky, Petco Ricky is representing.
Yeah.
He's like that kid who went to fucking public school, still made it good.
Can I send fish in the mail?
I don't know. We don't want any more fish.
Well, I have your address, so
you do.
What would you? What would happen if fish just show up at your door when you're not home? It's not like you guys are gonna throw them out. I know Mrs. Fever's gonna try to put them in.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. Fuck.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know what would happen. I'll start sending dogs to your house or something. Don't you do that? Don't you do that?
You come home, there's like 2 more aquariums. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. Oh, sweet, 200-gallon fish tank. That's good. That's a saltwater, huh? That's probably cheap. Yeah, what do we got in there? Oh, God, what kind of shark is that? Oh, cool.
Cool. Is that a lamprey?
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is a big fish.
Yeah. Hey, poker guy, could you stop sending me sharks in the mail, bro? I really appreciate that.
I'm on my 9th hermit crab. Please, for the love of God, stop sending me these fucking things.
Yeah. It's cool though. He likes living in my Diet Mountain Dew cans. It's just like he lives in the ocean. I like to give him some trash. I like to put some trash in the fish tank. I even fucking peel up a little bit of plastic, throw it in there for him, just so they can feel at home.
Hog some loogies in there for nutritional supplements. Yeah. Use my Dorito residue in my spit.
Take a shit in it. Because that's what we do to the oceans. We're fucking them up so bad.
Just put your dick in it. Just fucking piss all of this in it.
It's like, this is the authentic ocean experience. This is the authentic experience.
He's loving. Look at him. He loves it. Look at him. He's loves it. Look at him. Look at his eyeballs.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah. Put a little EDTA in there. What's that crop killer shit? Yeah, put that in there.
Give him some Roundup. Give him some Roundup.
Get some Roundup.
He loves it. Look at him.
Hey, look at Ricky's got fucking 3 eyes, just like the fish in the pond.
Look, he's dancing. He's dancing. Oh God. Oh God. Now he's upside down. Oh God. Oh God.
All right, someone get the camera. Get the tripod.
Get the tripod.
Get the tripod. What was it? Oh Jesus Christ! The Joaquin Phoenix Joker mask. All right, here we go.
Get the aluminum foil. Get the aluminum foil. It's time to get shit done.
Get it done. All right, let's close it up here with some relationship advice. End of
fish talk, for the love of God.
Yeah, God damn, it's like 12 minutes of fish talk. What can we say? We are lovers of we're pescatarians. We only eat fish that eat other fish. All right, let's go ahead. Let's wrap this up with some relationship advice. Where did this go? So this is off of Reddit, as always. All right, my wife was sued. So I'm gonna fucking.
All right. So before you say anything, I haven't read any of that because it was so long that my pea brain isn't able to read past a paragraph. I haven't read any of that. So I know there was an update for it because it came up. I haven't read the update. So fill me in from start to finish.
Okay, start to finish. I'm going to condense this as much as possible. So this is a 36-year-old man married to a 36-year-old lady, and the lady's been sued. All right, and he's feeling resentment for it, and he's not knowing how to move past it. So here's the nuts and bolts of the lawsuit. So his wife is 31 or 33, and she's fucking slipping in life. So this is not, you don't get some of this until some of these later updates. But she is slipping. She's putting on some LB. She's not going where she wants to in life. And there's this other woman whose name's Laura. Or he calls her Laura. And that's like her like arch fucking nemesis.
Okay.
So this guy's wife, she gets on like LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, and then just starts talking shit about this Laura lady. She's a drug user. She's doing all this crazy stuff. She needs to be drug tested.
Why is she doing that?
Well, that's all. We're going to get to the bottom of that. But long story short, not only does she do it, she ends up going to this lady's baby shower and like does a bunch of weird shit. So this lady is going crazy. She's walking around she's walking around this lady's baby shower, gossiping about this lady. And she's telling him that Laura doesn't actually know who the father is.
That's the wife. The wife is doing that. The guy's wife.
The wife, and the husband has no idea about this.
So, oh my god.
So the wife gets phone numbers, social media accounts from other people, and Laura's circle of friends, and then starts like creating ghost accounts to fucking say stuff to those people. So Laura and her husband, they eventually hire a lawyer, and like. Some dude named like Chet with 2 hours and a MacBook Pro fucking tracks down his wife like super easy. Like she's not even using a VPN or anything like that. She's like just sitting on her home computer fucking to catch a predating level of like fucking no security
fucking
harassing
idiot.
this lady.
Idiot.
Right.
Total idiot.
So they end up finding out that this lady. And they even have like paternity tests and shit done to prove that it's like they know who the baby is and all this. Because at a certain point in time, they found out who it was, or they found out kind of like what was going on, and they just kept feeding this guy's wife the rope to like let her hang herself, right? And then they ended up fucking suing him. And I don't even think that it went to any sort of fucking like court or anything. I think it was just like, yo, here's all your money because we got nothing. Like my wife is so fucking stupid. But here's where it gets crazy is like after all of this, the wife is like, she ain't seeing it. She's like, no big deal.
Wait,
right?
So what does the husband know? Like he knows he's getting sued and shit?
No, yeah, so he knows. He's on the back end of all this. So they've already gotten sued, and they've already emptied out all their entire savings account to pay off all these people. So all the money that he worked for his entire life, it's gone. Like it's all gone, and it's gone. It's like he gave it.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
So he's fucking dead broke, and he's like, it's gonna be, it's going to be like a long time. So people asking some questions here, like how'd she avoid jail? Like, so she avoided jail and she's got like a fuck ton of community service. So she's going to live her life in an orange fucking vest for the next year, apparently, picking up piss bottles on the highway.
Filled with hermit crabs. Filled with fucking hermit crabs.
Yeah, filled with fucking hermit crabs. She's gonna get all the hermit crabs that I fucking dump out there when my saltwater aquarium goes south, and I just dump them on the side of the road. Like, she's going to have to pick all that shit up. Like, she's going to get some sweet aquarium gear out of it, though, because I'm not going to sort through it. I'm just going to dump it all in the middle of the night.
Needless to say, it's some pretty sick shit.
Yeah, it's some super sick shit. So, anyhow, the other thing with this Laura chick, apparently they had a thing over a man in college, right? But the man in question is not the Laura lady's husband, right? It's just some dude, right? And so this guy confronted her, and he's like, "Why the fuck did you do this to this lady?" And for whatever reason, like apparently his wife has basically gone into Pat mode, like my neighbor Pat. So neighbor Pat update. Sorry, in the middle of this, let me get off track here. Pat has been changing her signs a lot lately in her window that overlooks my back porch, and she's not doing well health-wise apparently, because she's blaming my chemicals for some breathing problems and some other things. I think it could be related to cigarette smoke. That's just me personally. It could be related to that instead of phantom chemicals coming out of my house.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably your chemicals, bro.
Yeah, but so anyhow, Pat is fixated on me and these chemicals in much the same way that this dude's wife like fixated on this Laura girl about how she's like terrible. And she's getting, because apparently Laura's like in good shape, her husband is like in good shape. He's like, this is what he says. He's like, so my wife said she happened to see Laura at a restaurant about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. Looked like Laura had lost a lot of weight and was fit. My wife and I are both fairly overweight, and apparently Laura used to be overweight too. My wife admitted she felt angry that Laura had lost a lot of weight while she'd never been able to. My wife was so insulting, also insulting Laura, and said that she doesn't look pretty as a thin person, that her muscular body was too masculine.
What's wrong with people?
Insulted her husband, and then started doing some snooping, and then just got into it. But then like he gets into it, and she's like, she's not even trying to like get any better. She's not trying to go to therapy or nothing. Like, but here's the biggest thing that this guy brought up. All right, so his wife's crazy. All right, she's fucking batshit insane. But she did this to like some random ass person. He's like, I'm worried about how fucking nuclear this lady would go if I got divorced from her. Right?
Oh, no.
Right, like Thanos level of fucking crazy.
Oh, God.
Like, she's got all the crazy stones in her in her like little fucking glove at that point in time, and she's gonna use them, and she's gonna come after him. Right? So that's a pretty legit sort of thing. You don't want to get involved. It's his, at the end of the day, this guy, like, he's contributed to her being this way in one way or another, right? Like, if your fucking partner is that jacked up, like, you have some part to play in it. And he's just going to let her piss away all of his money and do nothing about it. Fuck, dude. What a loser. Like, this guy's a loser.
That's the update.
Is what I think.
That's the update. The final update is he is currently super mega pissed, but in fear of leaving this woman because that's where he's at. That's
where he's at.
Oh my God.
I've sat down with my wife a few times, and I can feel some resistance from her about starting couples therapy. I think she's irritated at her parents for offering to pay. So her parents, like, no, they got wiped out. So they're like, look, lady, crazy lady, we knew we had a hand in making you this fucking, like, a lunatic. So we're going to go ahead and help pay for some therapy to try and bring you back out of the stratosphere, where you're not going to try and ruin people's lives because they lost like 20 pounds and you haven't seen them in half a decade, right? Like, that's some Steve Buscemi shit. Like, she's laying back with her lipstick on, just making lists. And it's, it's just like, oh,
I'm glad I called that guy. Yeah, I'm glad I called
that guy's wife last week at Safeway. I don't know what could have fucking happened to me.
You ever seen that movie I Am Legend with Will Smith, and he's got the dog that turns into a zombie?
Yeah,
he loves that thing. You know,
he loves it.
He loves it.
Fucking A, he loves it.
He loves it. Remember what he has to do to it when he gets bit, and it's like super mega sad. He has to like kill his own dog.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
He puts in a headlock.
It's a reason where you like wouldn't even like. It's the reason that you can't rewatch that movie.
Right. It's that scene. It's putting the dog in a headlock and murdering his dog.
Oh, just the whole time, like, because it's weird. Like, John Wick is very, very like rewatchable because like whatever happens to the dog like happens like super early. Not a lot of screen time for John Wick and the dog like combined.
He loves that.
Like
thing.
it's like you can, and it happens in a very impersonal way, off screen, all that sort of shit. So it's like it's very easy to deal with. The I'm Legend stuff,
The dog's
That's
sitting
deep.
there like chilling, like hanging out with him, cuddling with him in the bathtub. It's fucked up, dude. It's fucked
It's
up.
fucked up, man.
Well,
Like,
the reason
it's
I brought
like-
that up is because if you're this guy, or even if I was her dad, you know,
Yeah.
at this
It's
point, we're
just
hanging
pull
out.
Pull the curtain back on the bathtub.
Look, we're hanging
Right.
out. Hey, baby, can I talk to you for a second? You know, things have gotten a little crazy. At this point, she's no longer my daughter. She's a zombified German Shepherd.
She's a zombie.
She's a
'Cause
German-
Not a human being wouldn't do that to another
She-
human being.
Right. You got bit. You were watching too much Walking Dead. You got inspired. I don't know. But at that point, you just put her in a headlock.
You've been watching too much Kardashians.
You just look
right?
up. You look up. You know, you just breathe slowly and deeply. Just relax. And then at some point, the scratch will be over. You just get up, close the bathroom door, and then you say, I fixed it. We're good. We're good.
We don't need to deal with that
Assuming
anymore.
she, you know, isn't a large woman and you don't have to like crane her out of the fucking bathroom. You know, I'm sure we could find a way to get her out of there and just throw her over a bridge or something. I don't know. She's crazy. She went crazy. That's what I would have done. Though.
Yeah, and then the last paragraph. Also, I must hose my wife down on the porch because she will not fit into the bathroom.
Realistically, he should have divorced her the fucking second that he found out this was going on, so he could have divorced her, kept his money,
man.
kept his
Yeah.
money, and then that way she's the one paying the price. And then, like you said, that she's not getting better, like she doesn't realize the severity of the situation. That to me is like, that's a big no-no. That's like I said, like a big strike. It's like strike 3, 4, 5, 6 combined. That's like a mega strike. You're gone, bitch. Adios.
Yeah.
But the problem here is his divorce fears. It sounds to me like he is just in that comfort zone where he's like, I've been with this woman for a long time. We watched Game of Thrones together.
Yeah, we're really excited for Game of Thrones tonight.
I can't divorce her before Game of Thrones season premiere. And what if it's really good?
Check
you
it
know?
out. You know, Game of Thrones on Sunday, right? You know, on Sunday she makes her fucking pasta marinara, like, and that shit's like baller, right? So
Super
like
good.
we should do
Super
that, like some gelato, and it's like, man, I love Sundays, so it's like I'm just gonna let her. Oh man, I can't afford my gelatos anymore.
And then 6 weeks, and then the 6 weeks, and then I don't want to break up like at episode 4, and then Cersei's there, and you know, and then after there's like the post episodes and the YouTube speculation videos. It's gonna be at least 6 months before I can get rid of this bitch. So you know what I mean?
The HBO account, it's on his debit card. So it's like I could be locked out of that. I love that thing where people fucking get on the internet and they're like, I'm gonna revenge on my ex-girlfriend, right? Like, oh, she's been using my HBO account. I'm gonna wait until Game of
That's a
Thrones
good
starts
one.
tonight.
That's a good
right?
one.
And then I'm gonna change the password. It's
Like 2 minutes into the episode. You know what I mean?
yeah, but here's the thing, right? Like, that's streaming. It's like, okay. At that point in time, I'm like, oh, fuck you, Jeremy. Like, fuck you, man. Like, you stupid bitch. And then I'm getting $8 out and I'm joining HBO now and I'm going to watch Game of Thrones, right? Like, everybody acts like their ex doesn't have $14.99 and that, like, no one they know has $14.99 and that they're crippling them.
Yeah,
and
but
they're
that's
never
like
going
the
to be able to
ultimate.
watch
That's
Game
like
of
the ultimate.
Thrones.
Yeah, but that's like
Fucking
the
stupid.
It's not about that. It's like the ultimate bitch move. It's like
Yeah.
the ultimate hoe award move. Like
Yeah,
that.
if you did that to your ex-girlfriend, like if she had it right now, and then you were waiting to do that, you'd probably win the award next week.
I probably wouldn't do that to somebody. I would actually like. It's so mega fucked up. I'm so pumped for Game of Thrones. I wouldn't do that without warning. I'd be like, "Hey, Cassandra, I'm just letting you know I'm kicking your dumb ass off of my HBO Go. So start fucking counting pennies, bitch, because you need to fucking buy some HBO Go.
Yeah.
You got 45 minutes. I'm just letting you know so that your evening isn't ruined. You can still order some PFPGNs, still get the cheesy bread, still get the you'll be fine. I'm just letting you
You'll be
know
fine.
you have an extra step. But
Yeah, an extra step.
I would never fucking take Game of Thrones season premiere away from you. You just
I would never do that. You
Never do
did me
that.
wrong.
Never
You
do
never
that
did
for
me
you.
wrong.
What are you doing next week? Just wondering.
Yeah, I just
You want to come
just-
over?
Game of Thrones is on.
Game of Thrones is on.
I miss you. Okay, I miss your
I
pasta
have-
marinara, baby. I miss it.
I have
I'm
HBO. I'm just
hungry.
saying. I got HBO Go episode 2, and a bed, and a Joker vibrating
I got
butt
the
plug.
Joker set.
I'm just saying.
I say, Joker when Phoenix was balling, baby. He was balling.
I got the Heath Ledger kit. We're ready, baby.
You better. All right, poker guy, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, I'm still pissed about Apex Legends. If you guys are playing that game, fuck that game. That
Yeah,
game is
fuck you.
dog shit. I'm pumped for Game of Thrones. I think we'll see you motherfuckers in like a week. We'll try to make it more often, like 1 week and that type of thing. One last thing. Are you doing your weekly like Bill Burr Monday morning podcast by yourself?
I might. I'm going to take it up there. We'll see if it happens or not.
All right.
So we'll see.
Well, enjoy talking to the fucking drywall for me. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
Enjoy talking to my fellow residents at the Days Inn.
Yeah.
Or whatever, wherever I decide
Just
to
make
stay.
sure when you say, "Oh Jesus," make sure that you say it into your pillow, not like to the connecting doorway. You know.
Exactly. That way no one thinks I got the Ledger Kid inside. Let's go ahead. We'll see everybody next week. Have a good one.